Hello everyone. So I just tried to do this live video about why I'm really grateful that I've broken my arm, and the internet here is shit. I'm really frustrated by how shit internet is in hotels. Big thing for Ricky and I in Japan is that every room is going to have kick-ass internet, none of this half on, half not on. So I'm recording this video because I really want to share it, and I got on such a roll, and it drives me insane that I was in this big share and the freaking internet. So anyway, hope you're amazing. I'm doing really well. I'm really happy because I have, getting lots of range of motion in my hand again. When I woke up the first day, I could not move my fingers, and it was quite a scary moment. But yeah, I hope you've been amazing. I've really missed doing my lives. I'm going to be getting back to doing them every single day. But what I want to talk about today is why I am actually truly grateful and really happy that this happened. I posted something earlier in the week or over the weekend about the things I was grateful for from this situation. But since then, I'm actually grateful that this happened. Like, super grateful that I have a broken arm right now, because I have learnt a lot and just obviously had a lot of time to think about things. Now, you might probably thinking I've either had too many drugs or I've knocked my head really hard when I broke my arm, but that didn't happen. And I'm going to tell you why. So first of all, let me tell you what happened. Snowboarding on our last day, and we were in the park having a lesson. So Ricky and I are at that point in our snowboarding where, we want to take things to the next level. So the next level for us is a lot of off-piste in the powder and doing some jumps. And I wasn't doing exactly a backflip as Ricky described in his post about me, and I really love his imagination. But when I was out there, I was doing it, and I was jumping, I was getting air, and I was giving it a go. But I was coming up to a box, and I made a host of decisions, or a host of things that ran through my mind just before I hit the box. And these set of thoughts and indecision and lack of commitment prior to me getting on the box, and even while on the box, have been the things that have just changed my life right now. And without the break, without the time in hospital, I would be in the same place. So I am super grateful and so happy that I have a broken arm right now. So what happened for me that day was I broke my arm about 10:30. I couldn't get in to have surgery until like 6:30, 7 o'clock. And because it was such a long time, the broken bones, obviously there's swelling, and the swelling pushed the bones through my skin. So that becomes an open fracture that has a host of potential health risks, the bone being exposed to the outside world. So my 2-night stay became a 6-night stay to have antibiotics. So I've had a lot of time to think, and the very first thing I had to do was, because we were heading home the next day, was clear my schedule. Now my schedule was us traveling home Thursday. The minute I got home on a Thursday, I had a call. Friday morning, I had a full day. Saturday, I was supposed to help out a friend with a major event that she's just put on. Sunday, I think I had stuff to do. And then Monday morning, I had a call at 7. Full days and a full week before heading off to travel again. And the very first thing I had to do with one hand, typing with my left hand and one finger, or either that or recording voice messages to people because that was so much easier, was I had to wipe my schedule. I had to clear everything. I had to, wipe away a week and a bit's worth of work, meetings, commitments. Emails had to wait. I had to then have a conversation with my friend Amy about our retreat in Bali, because I was teaching the yoga, or I am, and we've had to move that. And as soon as I did that, it was such a huge weight off my chest, a huge relief. And all of a sudden I realized, oh my God, this whole time I've been like work, and feeling the water rising. And I realize now that I was neck deep in it, neck deep in stuff, thinking I was moving forward, but just treading water. I wasn't fully committed to the things that I should be fully committed to. I had my fingers in 1,000 pies that were not filling me, fueling me, getting me where I wanted to go. And this feeling of relief of being able to just wipe it all away and to say, you know what? No, I can't show up for you. I can't meet you. I can't do this. Made me realize how when I've been having time off, it's been fake time off, completely fake time off. I've been, maybe not sitting at my computer desk or not in Budapest when maybe we've been somewhere else doing something else, but the entire time I'm checking my emails. Social media is part of my job and I want to continue to do that, but thinking about things I had to post, thinking about emails I had to write, thinking about work I had to do when I had to get back, just constantly doing in my mind and thinking and never really disconnecting, never really switching off, never actually having any time off, never stopping properly. And that's been a really huge realization for me. And I'm super excited actually to be giving a talk tomorrow morning. One of the commitments I really wanted to keep about self-care, because this has come as a massive realization for me right now that I've been doing fake self-care for so long, and I've felt the actual benefit of real self-care, of real disconnection, of real stopping, of real taking care of yourself. And so that's tomorrow morning at 9 at Murok Cafe if anyone wants to come along in Budapest. But what I've also realized too, and this came from the actual moments before I stacked and in the actual thought processes that I had, I came up to this box. I was, wiped off some speed, had to get up, lined up straight, had to keep my eyes focused on what I was doing, but then, wasn't really committed, was half committed, only was doing it because the instructor said I should try the box again. Then when I was halfway across the box, instead of keeping my eyes focused on what I should be doing, thinking only of that, I was thinking about not wanting to stack and this and that and the other. And then I looked off the box. So I went off the box. When you look, you go. And then, wanted to avoid hitting my ass and put my arm out, and I broke my arm. Now, that might not sound like that's a revelation or offers any real insight, but that was massive for me because I realized this is how I'm living my life. I am doing things half in, half out. I'm not fully committed to things. I am not showing up and choosing the things that really I want to do, that are driving me forward for the vision I have for my business, for my life. And I'm actually only living this half life. If I'm half in, half out, then I'm only getting half back, right? So why would we ever do anything half in, half out? So there's this beautiful notion that I heard when I was in the US at the Bliss Project, that if it's not a hell yes, then it's a hell no. And it has really hit home for me right now that, in any area of our life, if it's not a hell yes, then it has to be and absolutely is a hell no. Because if we're doing things half because we want to and half not, or think we should, like, what value does that have for us? How is that fueling us? How is that really driving us forward? How is that, giving us the best life possible? And it's in this saying no, and it comes back to that saying no, that hell no, that we actually can create the space and the time to do proper and real self-care, because we're only choosing to do the things that are hell yeses. Like, you want to be all in, right? And you want to be, when you're lining yourself up for a box to do a jump, you need to be 100% committed to doing that. You need to be focused on where you're going, exactly where you're going, only looking at that and just saying to myself, am I fully committed to going over this box? And if you're not, don't do it, because you're going to hurt yourself. Now, I hurt myself in a very physical way by breaking my arm, but it comes back to, you can hurt yourself in other ways. Like if you're not fully committed to a relationship, like you're depriving yourself of the fact that you could be in a relationship with someone else who gives you everything you need. If you're not fully loving who you are, you're holding yourself back from anyone being able to love you more than you love yourself, feeling the way you want to feel. It's that half-life, right? We don't want to be half-life. Like fully commit to the things that you want, 100%. You want to feel a certain way, then you do what you need to do and you keep your eye on the prize and you follow that path and you do that. And if someone asks you to do something else or other opportunities come up, you think, oh, maybe I should do that. Ask yourself, is it a hell yes, I want to do that? Yes, that's going to drive me forward. Or is it I think I should, or oh, maybe I could? No, none of this half shit. It does not give you a full life. It gives you a half life. And we have to stay committed, truly committed. Only do the things that you're fully committed to doing and get the most out of life. Get the most out of what you're doing and propel yourself forward. And it's okay to say no. If you don't feel ready, you don't feel committed, if you can't commit to that, say no. And that's where self-care becomes this easier thing to do, because you're not giving energy to things that you're only kind of half in, like, does that make sense? I really hope it does. So I'm so grateful for this, I'm so grateful for the time off. And to add to that, my darling, beautiful husband, who took amazing care of me, had to leave on Friday and go back to Budapest because he had to work. And he accidentally took my passport home with him. So I'm here in Zurich for a day and a half waiting for my passport to arrive before I can fly home. And this extra time, like, I've eased back into the work I want to do. And I've been able to say, you know what? A couple opportunities came up and I was like, you know what? My heart actually says, hell yes. I'm going to say yes to that. I've redefined the clients I want to work with. I want to work with people who are hell yeses, I want to change. Like, that's important to me. If you don't really know, you're not really sure, then we're not compatible, because you have to be fully committed to the things you want to do. And that's the only thing that's going to get you forward. And it's okay if you're not ready as well, right? There's no shame in that. I'm not saying that that's no good. There's other things you need to do first before you get yourself to that stage. But it's been amazing. Now, I don't recommend going out and breaking your arm, but maybe just thinking about some of the things that I've said. And I really do feel that, we can hear all this kind of great information, and it does sort of sometimes take something happening in our lives, or something to happen to really make us understand that concept and really know it here rather than in here. And that's really what I think has happened for me. And I'm going to share some more of that throughout the week and hopefully impart some of this, new wisdom that I have, and just that we only get one shot at life, right? Like, why waste time? And it's really like, be fully in or don't be in. And it's okay not to be in, because it's in that saying no and that separation of it's a hell yes or it's a hell no, that in that no time, that's where we're really choosing self-care, self-love, giving ourselves space and energy and time. You know what I mean? Like, you're only committing to the things that really want to do, that really fuel you, that give back to you 100%. So I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions about it, drop me a message in the comments below. I'm going to wrap it up because it's 15 minutes and the cleaners keep knocking on my door in the hotel. I've got to check out now. I'm going to go and explore Zurich while I wait for my passport, and hopefully it arrives before my flight. Have an amazing day. I'm going to be back on tomorrow later in the day because I have my talk about self-care tomorrow morning, and I'm so fired up about it. I can't wait. I've only got 15 minutes to talk, which is how long this video's been, so I think I can get a fair bit out. Yeah, so just have a little look at where your energy is going. You know, if you're half in, half out, have a really good think about, do I really want to be doing this? Because when we're half in everything in our life, like we're getting half back, and we're robbing ourselves of time for true self-care, true time off, true recharge, true disconnect. You know what I mean? I really hope you know what I mean. Any questions, let me know. Have an amazing day. Yeah, this is the best thing that ever happened to me. Not ever happened to me, it's happened to me lately. I'm so grateful for this. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.